Book 18, Green Beans and Other Silly Poems. Green beans. Green beans, green beans, I do not mean to brag. Little beans, long beans, I can eat this big, big bag. Bake them, steam them, green beans in a pot. Grill them, chill them, I like them iced or hot. Dip them, heat them, I eat them for my lunch. Green beans, I like the crunch, crunch, crunch. I like only green beans, I can eat a lot. Fill my plate with green beans, but please, no peas. My feet. This bug has 100 feet. What could they all do? All the pets I know have 4, yet I need only 2. But my 2 feet don't seem to work if I want to keep a beat. That is what Sis means when she says I have 2 left feet. 6 little sheep. 6 little sheep ride to work in a jeep. Lots of cars go beep, beep, beep. One little sheep jumps up from her seat. We need some speed. Let's ride a snow treat. So she hops out and runs down the street. 5 little sheep ride to work in a jeep. Lots of cars go beep, beep, beep. One little sheep jumps up from her seat. This long ride makes me want to sleep. So she hops out and runs down the street. 4 little sheep ride to work in a jeep. Lots of cars go beep, beep, beep. One little sheep jumps up from her seat. Oh, I'm red as a bee. Get me out of this heat. So she hops out and runs down the street. 3 little sheep ride to work in a jeep. Lots of cars go beep, beep, beep. One little sheep jumps up from her seat. This ride is so long, I need to eat. She hops out and runs down the street. 2 little sheep ride to work in a jeep. Lots of cars go beep, beep, beep. One little sheep jumps up from her seat. I must not be late. I will use my feet. She hops out and rolls down the street. Only one little sheep rides to work in a jeep. Creep, creep, creep. A little man went to sea. A little man went to sea, to see what he could see. But the only thing he could see was the very, very deep, deep sea. The lost sock. Little Pete is not so neat. I don't know where my sock is. He picks up the sheet and sees socks on feet, but not one of the socks is his. I'm only just a kid. I'm only just a kid who knows what I will be. I only know that I will work to be the very best me. Book 19. Who needs a tree? A tree is a plant. It takes years to grow this big. It needs space to grow. It needs sun and clean water. That is what a tree needs. But who needs a tree? Here is a bird. It is red and black. Does it need a tree? A bird needs a place to sleep. It sleeps in its nest. Its nest is on a branch. The branch is on the tree. Trees are good places for nests. Who needs a tree? A bird does. Here is a squirrel. This one is very plump. Does it need a tree? A squirrel needs a place to hide nuts. After it finds them, it brings them here. There's a hole in this tree trunk. The squirrel hides nuts there. The nuts fill up most of the hole. Trees are good places to hide things. Who needs a tree? A squirrel does. Look at this book. Most of it is red. It has black dots too. Does it need a tree? A bug needs a place to get food. There can be many bugs on a tree. This red and black bug gets close to the green bug. It grabs a green bug and eats it. Trees are good places to get food. Who needs a tree? Bugs do. Here are two kids. They like to have fun. Do they need a tree? The kids need a place to swing. They swing hands from the tree branch. One of the kids pumps very, very fast. She gets up close to a branch. Her feet brush a leaf. Then she trades places. Now the other kids grabs the ropes. Trees are good for swings. Here are 6 kids. They're in a club. Do they need a tree? The club kids need a place to meet. They come here after class. They grin and tell jokes. They sing, clap, and dance. Trees are good places for clubs. Who needs a tree? Kids do. Here is a man. He works all day. Does he need a tree? The man needs a place to rest after lunch. He sits on the green grass. The tree blocks the sun. It gives him shade. The breeze is cool. The man likes this spot. He has come here for years. Trees are very good places to dream. Who needs a tree? We all do. Book 20, Stand, Spun, Fast. Stan could spin just like a top, but when Stan spun, he could not stop. Stan spun slow and Stan spun fast. Yippee! Said Stan. What a blast! Stan spun down and Stan spun up. Stan spun past a little pup. Stop! Stan, stop! Said Spot. Stop quick! Grab onto this great big stick. I have you now. Stand still, said Spot. I can, said Stan. I spin a lot. Spot spun slow and Stan spun fast. Stan spun first and Spot spun last. Before too long, they spun past B. Stop, Stan, stop! Grab my hat, said B. Step over here and smile for me. I just can't stop, said Stan with a grin. But you can snap me as I spin. B spun slow and Stan spun fast. Stan spun first and B spun last. Before too long they spun past Spike and Ling. Stop, Stan, stop, said Spike and Ling. Grab our ropes. We will pull you in. I still can't stop, said Stan with a spin. Spike and Ling spun slow. Stan spun fast. Stan spun first. Spike and Ling spun last. Before too long, they spun past Kate. Stop, Stan, stop! Please stop, said Kate. Just grab this before you pass my gate. Kate spun slow and Stan spun fast. Stan spun first and Kate spun last. But before too long, they spun past Jane and Jack. Stop, Stan, stop, said Jane and Jack. Sit on the stump and share our snack. Great, said Stan. What a tree! Pass the snack. It looks good to eat. Jen and Jack spun slow. Stan spun fast. Stan spun first. Jen and Jack spun last. They spun up, then down the hill. That is when Jack had a spill. Down slid Jack, Kate, Bee, and Jen. Down slid Lane, Spike, Spot, and Stan. Jack slid first and Stan slid last. They all slid very, very fast. In one big heap, they came to a stop. Then Stan stood up and spun like a top. Book 21, Whale Watch. Chuck and Rich are chums. They do lots of things together. What they like to do best is read about whales. Look at that fin, says Chuck. Look at those teeth, says Rich. I want to see a real whale, Chuck says. Then let's go to the beach, says Rich. Chuck's mom will go with them. The two chums get their packs. They put on all things that can get wet. What about lunch? Asks Mom. She makes cheese on whole wheat. Rich packs 3 bags of chips. Chuck takes a peach for each of them. The 3 of them set off for the bus stop. Chuck's mom sits on a bench. Rich and Chuck stand around and chat. Do you think we will see any whales? Rich asks. We will have to keep watch, says Chuck. The bus is here, says Chuck's mom. She waves it down. When will we get to the beach? Chuck asks. Rich checks the bus map. It is just 3 stops to the beach, he says. In a little while, the bus stops. The beach! Rich yells. Let's go look for whales, Chuck says. But Rich stops in the sand. He finds a shell. Chuck sees shells all around. He stops too. He picks up a shell that is very, very white. Let's go look for whales, says Rich. But first, he and Chuck chase each other. The two chums run around and around. They toss and catch a ball. Time for lunch, Mom says. All 3 eat the cheese on whole wheat. Munch, munch, munch. Are there any more chips? Says Rich. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, there's sand on my peach, says Chuck. Lunch is over. Let's go look for whales, says Chuck. Rich and Chuck sit on the sand. They watch for whales. They sit and watch and watch and watch. The hot sun makes them want to nap. They stretch out on the sand. Their chins drop while they watch. They take just a little rest. Watch out! The waves wash up. Rich and Chuck get wet, wet, wet. They jump up. Yikes! Chuck says. Look! Says Rich. And what do you think they see? Whales! Book 22, Rain. Here comes the rain. Drip, drop, plip, plop. Drops of rain fall from the gray clouds. The trees and grass get all wet. Water runs down the street and into drains. More and more rain falls down. The rain makes small puddles. Then the puddles get big and deep. Where does all this water come from? What is rain? Rain is drops of water. Raindrops can be big or small. A big raindrop looks like this. A small raindrop looks like this. Big raindrops fall faster than small ones. Some rain beats down like sticks on a drum. That rain is made of big drops. It comes down fast. Where does rain come from? First, the sun's rays heat water. The water gets hot. Some of it turns into a gas. The gas rises up. As the gas rises, it gets cold. It turns back into small water drops. Many drops make clouds. When the drops get too big, they fall as rain, sleet, or snow. Where does it rain a lot? It rains each day in a rainforest. Rainforests are hot and wet. Plants and vines get tall and thick there. Birds, frogs, and snakes live in the rainforest. Can you find them? Where does it rain very little? A desert does not get much rain. It gets less than 10 inches of rain a year. Many things can stay alive in a desert. They can get along with very little water. Some desert plants save water in their thick stems. Can you find them? Can it rain too much? Lots of rain can fall at one time. Too much rain brings floods. Flood waters can sweep away trucks, trees, and homes. These men come to help. They saved this mother, father, and their kids. They take them to a safe place to stay. They wait for the rain to stop. Is rain good for us? Yes, we all need rain to stay alive. Rain brings water back to the land. Plants like that. Rain brings water back to lakes and streams. Fish and frogs like that. Rain brings water to drink. Birds like that. Rain brings puddles. We like that. Splash!